Hey everyone, welcome back to the Atypical Declutter game. My name is April and this is Atypical Life. You are on day 19, do the math. And this is a real favorite of mine. The goal here is to find a way to figure out how much of something that you really need or can use in a certain time frame. This is helping you find your ideal numbers. Over the years, I've joined in on a lot of project panning on YouTube. If you don't know what that is, it's like these little challenges to use up beauty products and makeup. It's a whole little community. It was a lot of fun to be a part of. But it's the goal, one of the main goals is to help curb shopping, but it also helps you to figure out how long it takes you to use up products. Biggest lesson, the biggest takeaway was it takes forever to use things up. A medium quality blush can take several years using it every day. There are about 30 manicures and a bottle of nail polish. Following this lead, I started figuring out how many times I could wear shoes before they were no longer comfortable or presentable. I have a whole video on this topic. Recently, decently made clothing is also incredibly difficult to actually wear out to the point of holes and not looking, too janky. Products expire. Glue in shoes often goes bad after about 10 years. Body products start to lose their scent. Makeup can become bacteria ridden, change consistency, get moldy. It can lose its staying powder. White things turn yellow. Elastic and clothing deteriorates. So I'm saying all of this as a way to encourage you to do the math. And think about how you naturally use things and how often you naturally use things and how often are you comfortable wearing clothing or using old products. Figure out what you can realistically use and then pass on the rest while it's still good. But beyond this, it also gives you a range to shoot for. In the shoe video where I talk about this, I realized that 35 pairs of shoes would be ideal for me, and that I could realistically wear out that many pairs of shoes, in rotation of course, and still have plenty of options, variety, and everything that I needed. The truth be told, I still haven't managed to get down to that number yet, but it gives me a good goal and it gives me a good range, and not just some random number. It's a number that means something. And that is so helpful when you are struggling and your brain's trying to convince you that you might need something one day or you're going to use it one day. You should watch that video. I go into detail a little bit more. I talk a little bit more how I came up with that number. It might add a little bit more clarity to this video, so I'll remember to put it in the cards or at the end of the video, or if I remember to put it in the about section, that would be nice. So pick a category, something that you would like to declutter or you think you might want to declutter, and then break it down into smaller categories of what you think is essential and what would really work for you. Like drinking cups is a good one. How many glasses do you really need? How often are you going to do dishes? What's realistic for you? I know like there's some people like we have one cup. But like that's not realistic for my family. Like I need to be able to have at least one day in between washing dishes just in case we get busy or like we're running around crazy. It happens sometimes and I need that flexibility. But that's it. That's the point. Is like make the categories of types of things you have, and then break it down to like what you actually have to have. And for example, do you really need 3 pairs of rain boots in California or 5 pairs of cold weather boots in Florida? How often are you actually reaching for heels, or do you just have them for your fantasy self? Do you really need 10 pairs? With a little thought, you can apply this to any category that you're struggling with, or you can even Google ideas for lists from other people. There's other people working on this and thinking about this stuff in this way, and that will help customize it for you. You can say, how much baby stuff do I need? And they'll give you a list. They'll give you a nice little list of things. It helps to start the list before you start going through your things, so that you can make a more detached guess. Because once you start looking at all of the pretty things, it's really, really easy to start rationalizing. Well, I do need 3 pairs of rain boots because I have black, I have brown, and I have purple. And I really want that purple one. Nothing wrong with that. If you choose to keep all 3, that's fine. Even if you don't need it, that's absolutely fine. It's just at some point in this process, to become a little bit more minimal and to pare down your life a little bit, you're going to have to make cuts somewhere. Okay? It doesn't have to be with this particular category, but it has to be somewhere across the board. So just pick a category of something that you've been really struggling with. Try this out and see if it can't help you cull down a few more things, or at least make a mental note of, okay, maybe when I wear out the purple rain boots, maybe I don't repurchase something in replace of that, or you're never going to wear out a pair of rain boots. Terrible idea, but you get my point, hopefully. All right, so that's all for today. Don't forget to watch the shoe video where I talk about it a little bit more, and post progress pics on Atypical Declutter on Instagram, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!